the promo save again today. Um, we only were given 500k to spend, so we've had to do some transfer jiggery and moving players around and such forth. So we have sold our striker, which is a bit of a lot, quite a big loss. It was relatively good last season. I think he actually did alright last season, didn't he? Yeah, he scored 14 and got 4 assists from 36 goals in a struggling team. Eric Dyer's gone. Like I said last episode, he was always going to be sold on fairly quickly. Wasn't interested in keeping him for too long. He went to Saudi Arabia as well. He was just back up goalkeeper anyway. Beyond that, nothing else really went of note. Didn't really have a lot of money to bring players in with. Brought him in. Incredible holding midfielder, and he's only 21. So hoping that he develops quite nicely. That is also instalments. There's quite a lot of instalments on there. Popovic, again, young player. Also young player. He's not too good, but he's got good physicals. That's it really, but that's all we really need to worry about at the moment. Man City, again, relatively average, good potential. Paid 450k for him all up front, so we'll take that and just hope that he's okay down the line. And then didn't realise he was as bad as he is, so he's a bit of an irrelevant signing. But yeah, might be a tougher season than I was hoping for due to getting 500k to spend, but we will jump into January, see how we're getting on, and come back with an update. Right, we are now moving into January with a slight issue. The issue being that we have a negative 242k wage budget. I'm not too sure on how that's happened. When the highest paid player I have is of 64 mil. I was really hoping we might have sold him by now, but I'm not selling him for them sort of offers. I want to get closer to what his actual potential value is. But yes, the issue I'm having is that, say like this, Jassim, I can't sign him on a new contract. And I really want to. Nico Paz luckily signed one in the summer. I can't sign Caqueta on a new contract because I haven't got the wage budget to. Yeah, so there's quite a few contracts expiring. So we've got Browder as well, which I'd quite like to sign because he's an okay backup. Yeah, there's like, how many players have we got leaving? We have got leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 players leaving. 2 of them start, which is going to be a bit of a problem. However, on the upside, again, we're fighting for Europe again. So hopefully this season, fingers crossed, we can get Europe. Because if we don't, we're going to be in a big financial problem at this club with the fact that they just keep putting themselves in more and more debt. We're now 68 mil debt, 7 mil of a transfer debt. I really don't know where this debt's come from. I mean, if we look at our transfer history again, we spent 14 mil. We only sold 7.5, but it still shouldn't be that bad. Obviously, the transfers aren't the reason why we've got £60 million of debt on the cards. But we're gonna crack on. We've already been knocked out of the cup. Sorry, just so that you know, been knocked out of the cup. Got Juventus. I recorded it, but there was nothing. There was one highlight in the game, and it was that goal. So I decided not to bother. We'll put another game in from next season because we're going to put 2 seasons into one again in this episode. Other than that, there was something I was going to have a little look at. Here we go. Look at this. The goals. Goals coming from Strafeza. He is good, to be fair. Again, can't renew his contract, so he'll be leaving. Our centre mid scored most of our 8 goals. Again, we're not scoring loads of goals, but we're getting results, so that is all that matters. But yeah, the striker that we signed him as a left winger, training him as a striker. Hopefully, he can pick up. He's only got 3 goals, 4 assists from 25 games, which is really, really good. I think this is the worst return from a striker I've ever had on any save. But yeah, we'll be back in a little while with an in-season review and fingers crossed for Europe. Right, so we're back at the end of the season and we've done it. We managed to get Europa League football, which is absolutely huge. The only issue is I have now gone forwards, sort of a week after the season's ended. We still have 238k. How I'm going to do this and manage to compete, I really don't know. My wage budget has gone down to 84k. They've cut it by £400,000. So how I'm going to manage this and how we're going to stay up, I really do not know how we're going to do this. The club just seems to be absolutely spiraling. I feel like we're going to get in trouble for FFP soon as well, because obviously we're going to fail if Europa League according to this, so I really don't know what's going to happen. So we're just going to have to play it by ear and wait and see. I'm hoping that we have a good enough season and we can generate enough money for Europa League. It sort of balances it out. Obviously it's not going to be 60 million, but it's going to be interesting. So we're going to get on. We're going to jump into the transfer window. I'll do whatever transfer business I can as much as possible, and then we will come back when the league is started, and I'll chuck in a game or two of the Europa League for you as well. So we'll catch you in about, well, for you, 2 seconds. Right, so we've come to the end of the window. I don't know how we're going to do this. The club is in the middle of a takeover, so fingers crossed that happens soon. They want me to work within wage budget. That is impossible. They've given me 100k. The club was already spending a fair amount when I got here. We look at transfer history and I spent nothing. They've sold £11 million worth of players. My best holding midfielder, they negotiated it for me. My goalkeeper, again, negotiated for me. Everything's been negotiated for me. So the players, the handful of players that I had, which was how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that I had that I was hoping would carry me through Europa League, have been sold on my behalf. Nothing I can do about it. I've got no clauses left I can sell. I have nothing. So I did get 1.8 million in his next international appearance because he hasn't made one yet. But we're in a really big struggle. Yeah, so I can't afford to pay his wages. It is what it is. Can't even get players on loan because of how little money we have to spend. So I don't quite know how this is going to go. The start of the season has been absolutely horrific, as you can imagine. We have lost 3-0, 5-0, 6-0, 4-2, 2-3. We've changed back to this tactic. I didn't want to, but I don't feel like there's a choice at the moment. I know it works. I know it's good. I know it's reliable. So I feel like I've had to change back to it. Any sort of round. I feel like I've had to change back to it for the time being. But yeah, this is going to be a really big struggle. But we will come back in a little while, and hopefully there's been a takeover, and hopefully we can do well enough to keep our job till January, and then in January we can sign 4 or 5 players. We still do have Nico Paz, but he's carrying an injury for the next 3 weeks, which is again a tough pill to swallow. The players we've got on our bench haven't even got contracts. But yeah, it is what it is. I did have do a little bit of research into this. Apparently all this debt and everything else has all come from, they basically overspent, and then when COVID hit they lost all their sponsors and everything else. So this is going to be a bit more of a rebuild than I thought, but we're here for it. So we'll catch you in January, and hopefully we still have our job. It's just poor. It's just poor as you expect. Let's have a little look. Does that mean... Oh. Got Nico Paz well in. I can't pronounce your name. Naipan. I'll call you Naipan. Oh, come on. Yes, as it stands. I'm not getting it. That's lucky. We're lucky not to be 2. A good chance to break it. Oh, what are you doing? As it stands, we need a point, so we need a draw. As it stands at the moment of the table. Well then. Where are you going with it? Go forwards, go on, drive. What ball? Go on. Oh, it's lucky. Don't let it look a bit. Well in. Well in. Go on. Silly place to give the ball away. Such a silly place to give the ball away. The only good thing about losing this game is that we would then be able to focus on the league. So it does work out a little bit 6 and 2 threes, because obviously you'll see after this game we'll do our little January rundown after this game, because I don't think there'll be much more going on the transfer window now. We're getting very close to the end. But yeah, it's in a weird situation at the moment. It looks like we're going to go down very much. Back, I believe. Go on, well in. Go on, Gamba. Oh, we'll finish from Gamba. Come on. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. I think we only need a point still. I might be wrong. We're currently getting Europe. That's what I'm saying. We're currently getting through to round 16. And hopefully our last few loans. Go on, Nico. Oh, and
oh man! Can you believe it?
No. That's a penalty, innit? Right, so that's us losing this game. It just depends on the results around us now. We need pretty much every other team to lose their game. Come on. Ah. I'm going to make changes, but I don't really have anyone who can come on. In this sense, there's no one that can come on and improve the team. So it's just going to be sort of just make sure we don't pick up too many injuries now. But that still leaves us in Europe's stands. Banlek, Strava, I don't know. Scott again. Go on, what him? Oh, what's a bowl? What's he going to do with it? What's he going to do with it? He can't make his mind up. He's 6'6". He's up. Go on. Oh, that's unlucky. Like, we're making plenty of chances. Making loads of chances. No. Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to quick sim it there. The last 10 minutes of the game. Yeah, it's 4-1, so we're not going back into it. We just have to hope that we did enough. We did get one back. But if we look at the competitions, we've been knocked out in the league phase. So we're not going through. It's not the end of the world. It is what it is. We can focus on the cup and the league, because the league is horrible right now. We're only 6 points out of staying up. We also have a game in hand. But yeah, the first half of the season when we had no money was a killer. We got really lucky. The takeover came in, and I had 3 mil to spend. I still got 1.5 of it. So far, we have brought in. Let's have a little look. So we brought in Jacob Breen, brought in a decent goalkeeper. That was the first thing we did. A load of free transfers and then a few loans, and we're gonna keep building on that. I think we can have 3 more loans in Italy, so we're gonna get all 6 loans in and then see how much money we got left. We might try and sign 1 or 2 players. It all depends, but yeah, we will catch you at the end of the season and we'll see how we get on. Right, I've stopped to record this here mainly because I strongly believe we are going to be relegated. I know it's mathematically possible to stay up, but I really don't know. But this might be the last time you see this save, because obviously if we get sacked, we're not going to carry it on. But I didn't realise how much debt they'd had. If I knew that, I'd have managed it differently. I would have definitely sold Naipan when I had the chance. I kept in thinking, didn't need to sell him, and now I'm only going to get 10 mil for him. I got offered like 25 and I did not take it because I thought, we're getting Europe. We don't need the money. We're not in debt, blah, 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 whatever. It's like 6 million debt or whatever it was at the time. But yeah, if I'd realised the situation then, obviously I would have managed it a little bit differently. Didn't realise, so we might give this another attempt later on down the line, or when the next FM finally comes out, so Christmas. But other than that, don't really know what to say. It's been a bit bland. We'll see if we can get 5 mil for him. But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird save. We got Europe, did relatively okay in Europe considering we had no money, had nothing. But yeah, other than that, we're going to leave that there. I'll come back if I don't get sacked, and we'll go through things. If you don't see me again, just assume we've been sacked. That's the best bet. But yeah, if you enjoyed it so far, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.